Good evening, everyone. Tonight's update brought to you by the gorgeous Bianca. We are out here, believe it or not, doing generator maintenance for a good cause. The generator company Champion has actually kicked us a bunch of parts really quickly to get this back up and running. They sent us a capacitance, a new breaker, and an extra piece of fuel line so we can put an inline.
I kind of hate them right now. You know the little thingies? It's easy to just pull in and out. Well, they kind of crimped a little round there, so it can't come out, just go in.
So you have to be strong.
Either strong or shove something in there to push that little thing out. But you can try it if you want.
Whoa, that's a really, really big fly. Oh, yeah. I see. Let's see if I can hold this right there. Let's move your finger on the bottom. So if you look there, there's a tiny tab in the middle, so we can't just pull it off. Also prevents it vibrating off, which is good. But, so now we just have to find a punch, or a toothpick, or anything really. Here, you can try using this, like this right here.
My soldering iron, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to catch it because I need to.
Oh, I'll watch it. By if it can come off or not. Haha! Nice work.
My skills with a soldering iron.
And it wasn't even plugged in. That's incredible. Alright, cool. So we have one off. We're going to pop this other one off too.
I'm just putting
and then where's the new one? Look at the new one's even a different color of vision and everything. I hope the numbers match. Should we check that first?
Let me just put this here so I know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which way it goes, but I just wanted to make sure that I put in the same
good call.
Spot. Pretty sure it doesn't matter though, but whatever. Even after I take it out, it's still hard to pull it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. There we go. New one installed. That was very hard. I need to save up the electrician credit for all the dangerous stuff. Alright. Now, the other thing that could possibly be bad with the generator is this breaker here, because it keeps on getting tripped constantly at about 2 amp draw, and it's a 10 amp breaker. So, we're going to swap this out as well. It is this piece here.
Holding it too far.
I can do it myself. Alright, so now we're installing the breaker, and it has 2 small little threaded washers, and I've put one of them on there already. It goes through the hole, and then I thread the other one onto the shaft from the other side, and it tightens it together. Like that. There we go. Okay. Now pretty much everything is installed as it should be. Just have to find out where the heck where that went. Oh, it's probably this one right here. I'm guessing this other one's important. La la la. Okay. There we go. Now I have to figure out why this thing looks all weird. Oh, it's just on some really bizarre clip that's just floating. Okay, so it doesn't matter. That's good news anyways. Alright, going back in. New capacitance installed. New breaker installed.
Hopefully it won't pop the breaker today.
Crossing our fingers.
Yep. I definitely don't want to come out here in the middle of the night to fix the breaker. I like good screws, but I don't like ones. They don't have enough grab to stay, and so we can use the ratcheting system.
Oh, yeah. Not many things have Acme coarse thread. Nice. Okay. Now, time to install the other half of the fuel line in the inline fuel filter.
It's gonna be like out here like this somewhere?
I don't know. We might not have a long enough piece.
No, it should be. Should be long enough.
We have to basically take off this side, which would be easier to take this side off.
Except that
and
I've never been able to pull that side. I've tried.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'll try again.
Gosh. Well, at least if it busts, we have a new fuel line.
I guess that is a positive side.
Alright, well, we weren't able to add in the fuel filter. They only sent us another short piece, and so it basically kinks the hose when we try to pull it back like this. And so we need to get a piece of hose that's apparently like 4 times long as this at the hardware store before we can install the fuel filter. But the other stuff is up for now. So now I'm going to do an oil change and then give it a start and see how it goes. Just in time for the sun to go down. Just in case anything happens with the battery system. We're still trying to run this thing so that our batteries get desulfated from all the overuse and overdrawing that we've done to them, and not let the system get drawn down. We wouldn't have to necessarily use the generator, but we're trying to actively use it to gain some of our amp hours back on our battery bank. So, oil change time. Yeah, it's working! Morning. It's the next day. Just thought I'd wait to put this video out until, I actually tested to make sure stuff was fixed. I also, as I was going through editing it, I realized I wanted to clarify something. The only special occasion was that we're getting to hopefully fix the generator. It isn't like a sponsored video or anything. Trust me enough as a sponsored video, because I'll be doing like dancing a jig that someone actually paid me for this stuff. So, the thing I was more amazed with is that, and I'm fine saying the generator company's name, Champion. They've backed me every time I called them. In my experience with companies, which is a lot, that never happens, really. They always are like, oh, screw you. Pretty much. Doesn't matter if it has warranty or not. I don't know how that even happens. But this company is actually backing their stuff. Generator have 3-year warranty. So far, they've sent me a brand new carburetor. That helps some. But this other issue we're having with the voltage just kicking the breaker constantly. Different issue, obviously. They just asked me a few questions, well, more than a few questions on the phone, trying to narrow it down, provide them as much information as I could. I told them the situation I was in with my solar and being off the grid, and they did what they could to get out the door that day. And it got to me yesterday in my mailbox. Included the capacitance, the breaker, and a small piece of fuel line, which we didn't use, but that's a different issue, you know, as well. But yeah, just sent it right out. It's amazing to me when companies back their products with free parts, with service, whatever. It seems to be a rare thing these days. And so I wish I could say that you would have the exact same experience, but I'm just worried if I say, go buy that generator, you're going to get like the worst person possible and they're not going to back their stuff. But I don't think that's, you know, very probable, because I've contacted them 2 separate times, months apart, and they still sent me out the piece with no hesitation, so that's good. And the happy news that I have to report 2.5 minutes later is that it lasted all night long. We cranked it up to 30 amp out at 24 volts, which is not 10 amps at 110 volts. So the breaker should still be well within its limits. And didn't pop once. Ran all night. Battery's completely topped off this morning. We didn't have to get up and check the generator and find that it wasn't working. I mean, we did get up and check it, but it was full and it was still running at high RPM and everything. So we're so thankful for that. It's interesting, you know, I do bash generators a lot, but they're there for an emergency backup reason, and it's now working as such again. That's good. Well, that's pretty much it for that video. I mean, yeah, generator maintenance is very boring. It's needed, though. Don't be afraid to hassle your generator company. I mean, you see that fat sticker on the side of it? It says X-year warranty. Take advantage of that. A warranty means that if you run that generator normally and do the stuff you should, and it fails, if they replace every part and they can't figure it out, they have to get you a new generator. That's what a warranty means. If I made a product and manufactured something, I would expect people to come to me and say, this stuff sucks, it broke. Fix it for me, give me the replacement part, and make it better for the next time. And I'd probably do it because, you know, I'd be embarrassed about it, but that's why I'm a maker and not a manufacturer, right? So, I hope you enjoyed this random video with some generator maintenance and such. We'll be coming at you soon with some more videos regarding, like, working on Bianca's craft room. Haven't made much movement on that at all, really. Maybe today, but I'm not sure. We're kind of trying to plan the future right now. We're doing a lot of talking and planning. Maybe we should make a video about that. When you got a huge amount of space like this, it's difficult to plan the area because it's just such a massive scale compared to like living in the city, you know? But it's a video for another day. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Hope it's filled with delicious brunches, maybe some champagne brunch in there. Make it a good one, huh? See you next time.